Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnette Love. I'm by myself today. I'm at my, second or third home away from home. And so I wanted to come to you on time today. And first of all, a lot of people have been waiting for me to tell them something about this election. I have very little to say about the election. First of all, congratulations to everyone who won. If you know, I did not win. I came up short by about 1%, around about 1,200 votes. And for me to be by myself, that was pretty darn good. We had, I knew what I was up against. I had a whole organization against me, plus 4 individuals running together against me. So I was up against a lot. But God, knows best. And like I said, whatever his will is, I'm satisfied because I have faith in him that he will make sure that the right thing happens. So I am pleased with that. The next thing that I want to talk about was I had a lot of people coming up to the polling stations, especially during early voting. And the only thing they could think to ask me is basically, why was I helping Terry Nachman? Okay, let me explain something to you guys. I am not a Republican and nor am I a Democrat. I'm an independent. I vote on the issues. I will talk to you in a minute about what happened with me as far as not being a Democrat anymore. But let me explain this to you. Also, not only do I vote on the issues, I vote on the fact that, I support those who support me. I mean, y'all gotta come on. I wasn't getting any support from the Democrats, and I'm not talking about the voters, I'm talking about the organizations. I wasn't getting any support, I was not getting any support. Well, and so, they weren't gonna help me with my flyers, they weren't gonna help me with my signs or anything. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, a lot of them was wishing me ill will, for whatever reason. And a lot of people didn't even know me, wish me ill will just because other people does or other people did, So I had to deal with the people I had to care about the people that cared about me. And that's what I saw in Terry Nachman. He cared about me. He cared about my campaign. He cared about what I needed. And it wasn't just about helping him. He didn't care just because we gave out his stuff over in Portsmouth. He didn't care. He actually cared about Arnette as a person. And that is what I look at when I support someone. Okay? But I asked him about his issues. I asked him about Social Security and how he felt about that. And he's a disabled veteran, and in the Social Security was not in his mindset, from talking to him. That's not what he had planned to do. So, I mean, I think a lot of people just assume a lot of things, but I truly supported him because I knew the other ones didn't support me. Anytime you would come out and make a blanket statement and tell people to vote for a particular ballot, and you haven't even talked to the other candidates, that says a lot about you. And I let you speak for yourself. I don't listen to other people speaking for individuals. I listen to the individual. And so that was my determination on who I was going to support for congressman, and I do not regret it at all. Okay, I just do not. But I know it was a whole bunch of lies all about I was a Republican and all that stuff, and this, that, and the other. I really don't care, because one thing I can say is that the Republicans treated me with kindness. The Republicans actually listened to me. They believed in me, and they didn't let anybody deter them from support me because I wasn't a Republican. They believed that I truly wanted to help our kids. They truly believed that I truly wanted to assist the staff with their issues. No more of worrying about repercussions because you don't because you disagree or you want to have an issue going on. You wouldn't have got that with me. But I know you're getting it. I can't keep my popcorn. I'm sorry, y'all. I love popcorn, and they just popped this popcorn for me. And it's nice and hot. And so, I know you're getting it. So, my whole thing is, I don't regret anything about the elections. I was good. I was good. I lost once again. But I lost decently. I lost knowing that it wasn't just one person up against me. It was a whole group of people up against me. And I mean, I did very well. Like I said, it was like a 1,200 vote difference. You got to understand, the first 3 were already in. So people felt like there wasn't nothing wrong. And so they went back and they just voted 1, 2, 3. Then they had to decide whether to vote for me and then the other newcomer. And so with the support that she had, she was put over the top, and I'm satisfied with that. I'm happy with that. I'm not finished. I'm gonna keep on making y'all spend a whole bunch of money. You're gonna spend a bunch of money to beat me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna spend that much because I don't have it, and I didn't have it this time. You know, I didn't have a lot of money, but we did what we was gonna do. And now another thing that I noticed is that you have to be careful with your poll workers. So the next time I run, I will make sure that all my poll workers are working for me. All my poll workers believe in me. And that's just how we're going to do it. Okay? Because when your poll workers just out there working for that dollar, I don't think you're getting the best out of what you should be getting for your money. And so I'm going to make sure that the next time I run, I got poll workers who actually want to be out there and actually want to see me in the seat. Now, let me apologize to the parents, and it's not really my fault, but I want to apologize to you that I can't take care of your kids. I want to apologize to you that I can't make sure that you hear the conversations that you need to hear. I can't make sure that you see actually who is fighting for you and who is not fighting for you. I'm sorry that I cannot be there, but we just didn't do enough. I couldn't get the black community. It wasn't the black community that got me 11,000 and some votes. I mean, y'all really did go out and vote for me, and I appreciate you. I do, but I just couldn't get a majority of the black community. Hardly none of the black community I won. And it's a dang on shame because I'm from Cavalier Manor. I'm from Calumet. That was my home, you know. And I couldn't get Calumet. But you know, all these people that jumped on the bandwagon of a certain PAC group. And I'm gonna tell you about that PAC group. They're the reason why I'm no longer a Democrat, because for one, when you got undercover Republicans in the group, there's a sense of manipulation anyway. And one for sure, I know, they've been voting Republican for years. Okay? I can say that with a surety. But that's neither here nor there, because you have a right to vote for who you want, just like me. But when you tell the people that this is a Democratic ballot, and you know that at least one votes Republican, to me there's like a sense of deception. Okay, and I guess that's why I take it so hard, because I'm like, if you're gonna be truthful, just be truthful. Be truthful all the way. You know. But then, as you know, if you know anything about what happened in 2020, I'm not gonna review it. That was the determining factor of whether or not I was going to stick with being a Democrat, or whether I was just going to part and just vote on the issues. With the issues that I agree with, the issues I don't agree with, and so forth and so on. And that's what I decided to do. So now, that's how I vote, and I'm satisfied But for y'all to come up here and say, I want a Democrat ballot, baby, I ain't changed from being a Democrat. I always voted on the issues. When I was a Democrat, stuff I didn't believe that didn't agree with the Democrats, I voted against it. So my thing is to be careful who you allow to tell you what to do. I kept telling you guys to look on Google up some of these people, and I told you, and I'm not talking about the candidates. I mean, I congratulated them. They did what they had to do. But I'm talking about some of these people that you said that you trust to tell you what to do, to tell you how to vote. I told you to Google some of them. I Googled a lot of them. I done found mug shots, court cases. I done found a whole bunch of stuff. I asked you to Google, because you putting your trust in these people. You should know what type of people you putting your trust in. So I keep receipts. I keep receipts. I was trying to get you to have your own receipts so you can see who you saying you put your trust in. And while we talking about one person, we can't talk about one person when a lot of people doing the same thing. Preachers are just human. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to have flaws. And so stop putting your trust in all these people just because they walk around here and say they've been called to preach. Sometimes P don't mean preach. Sometimes it means plow the field. And sometimes C don't mean called. Sometimes it means you need to calm down. But I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know. Do your own research. Because I told y'all before, I don't have a dog in this hunt. My baby about to graduate next year. Yes, I have grandchildren. And I'll teach them what I need to teach them. My passion is to make sure that our kids are getting what they need to walk across that stage. And apparently a lot of you didn't care. And if you pay attention, a lot of times, this wasn't even brought up until I brought it up. It became an issue when I made it an issue. And then everybody jumped on the wagon, the bandwagon. This is how they do y'all. This is how you get manipulated. You jump on the bandwagon, you start screaming, and you're already in a position where you can put it out, so you start putting it out to make people think that you wanted to do it as well. Well, the point of the matter is, why haven't you already done it? If it was such a big deal to you, why haven't you already done it? Because you have no plans on doing it. First of all, you got to get permission to do it. And I pray that they give you permission. Please, handlers, give them permission to do it. Give them permission to get that technical school within the system. Please, handlers, give them the permission to do it. Okay? But I ask the people, the citizens, to pay attention and see if they're doing it. See if they're going to do it. I pray that they do it. I pray that it gets done. I don't want nothing but the best for the kids. And I have nothing against anybody. I want the best for the kids, but I hate liars. I hate liars. No. Another thing that kept coming up while I was out there was the fact that Pastor Blunt was my uncle. Pastor Milton R. Blunt is my uncle. Honorary doctor. Pastor Milton R. Blunt is my uncle. Okay. My thing is, I can't choose who my family is. I cannot choose who my family is. And I also can't make my family love me. Okay? So, he has a right to support strangers. He has a right to be the president of the Martin Luther King Leadership Steering Committee and support who they support. That is his right. Okay? A lot of us would handle it differently. A lot of us wouldn't go against our blood, and we are blood. But he chose to do his thing. I can't be mad at him. Can I distance myself from him? Absolutely. So, I'm now trying to find me another pastor, because I need a pastor that's going to pray for me and not against me. I need a pastor that's going to guide me and not push me away through his actions. So, I pray not only for a pastor that can be able to pastor me correctly, one that is not selfish in his thinking or in his living, his leadership, one that's going to bring out the best in me. That's the type of pastor I pray for. one that can use me and help develop me just the way I am. That's the type of pastor I pray for. Now, also, surprisingly, I pray for my uncle as a pastor. I pray for his church. I pray for growth. I pray for everything for him. I pray for him. I pray for everything for him. That God would see and show him favor. You know, see, I refuse to let hatred define me. I refuse to let what somebody else, I hate this chair on this floor, this towel. I refuse to let what somebody else do to me define my outcome. I need all of my blessings. I need all of my blessings. And one thing about being blessed, you have to learn how to forgive. I have to learn how to forgive. Now, understand, when you learn how to forgive, it don't mean you forget. Although the word tells us to, it don't mean you forget. It doesn't mean that you got to go right back into what you was in. It don't mean you got to go back into what you was used to doing. You forgive and you learn. You change your ways if that's what you have to do. Okay? And that's what I have learned to do. You know? So, the next time I'm running, I would not acknowledge any questions dealing with Pastor Blunt. Okay? I want to acknowledge those kind of questions. Pastor Blunt, do we wonder? You know? That's my father's brother. And I just want to acknowledge him because, as I said before, if you're against me, you're a non-factor. And just so happen to be that he is not for me. So, that makes him a non-factor to me. But yet, that doesn't stop me from praying for him. May God show him, if any, the errors of his ways. Okay? So now, let's keep on moving. I don't know why this spring ain't working. Y'all, I'm trying to work too. So I'm going to keep on moving. And I'm going to say this. If you're afraid of change, you're not going to get change. And I was so embarrassed for some of those people that did not do any research of any of the candidates. I was so embarrassed. Because for one, some of them was like 20 years my elder. And I'm like, you're still waiting on people to tell you who to vote for. I was hurt for them. Because a lot of people had just been programmed to believe that these people are for you and they're going to direct you correctly. And unfortunately, what people do is take that and use that and manipulate you. Because they know that's what you're going to do. And so, I felt some kind of way for you. And I pray for you. I pray that God will show you, give you a sense of discernment. And then you can see when somebody is trying to deceive you or manipulate you. You know, I pray for you. I don't think nothing bad about you. I just felt some kind of way, you know, empathetic to you. So, that's enough for me in this election. I am not done. That's all you need to know. I am coming back. That's all you need to know. It's not over. It's not over until it's over. So next I want to talk about liars. But this is my pet peeve. I can't stand anybody to just blatantly lie to me. I can't stand it. You hear me? I can't stand it. Why do you have to lie? Why not just tell the truth? Why not just say what happened, when it happened, blah, 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 blah? Why do you have to lie? You say you're going to do something you're supposed to do. You're only as good as your word. You are only as good as your word. You know, my grandma used to teach me that. Before I was sensitive about my mouth, she was like, don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me. You are only as good as your word. And if you tell me your lie, that means your word is nothing. That means that you are nothing. Because anything else don't matter. It doesn't matter. Your word is what matters. You tell somebody you're going to be somewhere and you can't make it, you're supposed to call them and say, I'm sorry, but I can't make it. Let me make it up to you. You know, so on and so forth. But to just ignore the fact that you have made somebody a commitment and then don't come through? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So I'm saying, please. Please, please, please. Please. Be about your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you can't do it, don't do it. But tell a person that you can't do it. Don't have a person waiting on you and you know you're not going to show up. So I'm just, you know, putting that out there because for me, that's a straight turn off. I don't care. We can't do any business. We can't do anything if you lie to me. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, I thought probably was in starting to say you needed it.
I'm good. You can't do that. If you lie to me, there is nothing that we can do. Okay? I'm really having a time, and y'all please forgive me. But what's happening is I'm catching up on some work, and I wanted to come to you and let you know. Yes. Hold on, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to catch up on some work, and I got a lot of people that's depending on me to do some things. So what I'll do is I'll come back to y'all a little bit later, okay? Y'all take care.